Good afternoon, you guys. Hey, crafty friends. This is Marlene. My name is Marlene, and this is Marley Grace Creations. Welcome. And if you're watching me from YouTube right now, welcome to my channel. And I'm still Marley Grace Creations. Well, I'm Marlene from Marley Grace Creations. Anyway, I hope everybody has had a wonderful day. We're going to finish up a few things we started yesterday. Hi, Sherry. How are you? I have got a desk full of mess, but, you know, that's lately. I'm going to show you several different ways to do some really cheap containers for gift containers and finish something from yesterday. And I picked up an egg beater a while back at Goodwill, and I don't even know why I brought it home. Well, I didn't realize it was the shape it was in when I brought it home, but we're going to do something cute with it. Hey, Sue Ellen, how are you? Let's see. This is one thing I got started, and I'm going to finish this up. I've prepped some stuff ahead of time, so you wouldn't have to just watch me paint. One thing I am going to paint. Let's see. Hi, Bernice. Bernice is here. Marjorie. Hey, you guys. Let's see. I bought this. This is the big old fat egg beater. We're going to do something adorable with this, but first I'm going to finish up this container stuff, and then I'm going to show you how to make something adorable for a kitchen wall out of that. Hey, Melvin, Marjorie, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Let's see. This I finished yesterday, and this is how it looks when the white wax is cured. So now it kind of all blends together. So that's what we did yesterday. Made the molds, painted the top, put white wax, and left it. So I'm just going to set that aside out of my way. And here is the sunflower top container. I just did it navy blue. Well, look at that. I guess it needs another coat of paint. And I'm going to paint a bee and put on the top of this. Hey, AB. And who else? Hey, Elaine. How are y'all? Welcome. Okay, I've got stuff everywhere. Let me put you down just a little bit more so you can see without me putting that big thing up here. I think if you can see me right here, I'm just going to leave it like that. I have a gnat in my face. Where did he come from? Oh, anyway, you know, I've been sitting down here for several hours off and on crafting. Haven't seen a gnat. I go live and there's a gnat in my face. What are the chances of that? So, okay. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to paint. Let's see. I'm going to paint this little bee. He is just teeny tiny. And I've got one coat on him, and he's kind of rough looking. But I'm going to finish him up, and I'm going to put him right here. Let's see if I have my glue gun. Yeah, I have my hot glue plugged in. Good. I always wait till the last minute. Hey, Lisa. Okay, let's get this little bee painted and get him glued on here. Add a little more paint to this, and this one will be finished. So these containers I'm going to show you can be used for so many things just by adding just a few things to them. So I'm just going to get this little bee, a little more paint on him. He's a mold that I made last night, and he's just, right now he's just kind of rough looking, but I'm going to put a second coat of paint on him and get him cute, and then we're going to put him on the sunflower. Hey, Ava. I did not go to the Dollar Tree today. I was going to go look for those little plastic cups, and somebody said they have them on Amazon. Hey, Tina. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? At Amazon. And that's fine, but I think until I see what they have at the Dollar Tree, I'm just going to hold off on Amazon. let's get some yellow on his body. Hey, Kathy. Let's just get some yellow on him, and then he'll be ready to go. There we go. A little bit more. It's not quite yellow enough. See there. He's just going to be, I guess, what would that be? A bumblebee? No. It's supposed to be a wasp, the way he looks, but let me get him dry. He's not quite neat enough. I'm just getting him dry over here, y'all. Hey, Victoria. Okay, he's still a little messy looking. Just gotta, can you see him? You can't, I know you can't see what I'm doing. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. He's so little. Okay, he's kind of cute. He's getting there. Then we're going to glue him on the sunflower, and we just got a little bit more, oh, wrong color. There we go. You know, he looks like a bee. He does need another little stripe of black, though. Can't get him. I can't get him like I want him. Okay. There, he looks better. I like him like he is now. There we go. There's our sweet little bee. So now I'm just gonna put him on here. And all it's gonna take is a little bit of hot glue. Get him down. I hope he stays. If he doesn't stay, then I'll use a different kind of glue, but he won't be messed with, so he'll probably stay put. I hope everybody's had a good day. Hi, Diane. Happy Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? I have been down here a lot today trying to prep some stuff. Okay, there is the mold that we did last night. There's a little bee on it. So this is going to need one more coat of paint, but I'm going to do it without you guys. So except for another coat of paint, this little box is ready. I'm going to put it aside. And then all I did was take this little paper mache box and do some decoupage, a leopard napkin to this. Hey, Kathy Bender. You know what? I just said hi to another Kathy, and I'm like, I have not seen Kathy Bender in a while, or have I? And just hadn't thought. Hey, Pearlyn. Hey, Linda. I always call you Pearlyn. I'm like, no, it's not Perry Lynn, it's Linda. Perry Lynn's your name of your thing. Okay. I want some bling on the sides of this, and I've already cut it. I've got this kind of hanging loose, but that's okay. We're going to glue that on. Hey, Sherry Childs. Okay, I think this needs some gold bling on here. What do you guys think? The hot glue is ready. Let me just get it started. And then when I get to those little edges, and 3 fits this perfect. I'll show you in just a minute. I had 4 because my plan was to put it on this size, except I decided to check that one. See all those little checks? I decided to check that one. So I'm gonna, and I don't need to paint this because this tan color looks good with the leopard and the bling. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. That's even faster, easier. And I don't think I have it. You know, these little containers are paper mache, and they come as little nesting boxes. You can get some cute ones at Dollar Tree. I get these at Hobby Lobby, this shape. And I think you get 3 or 4 to a group. I can't remember. You know, I used to know a Sherry Childs too from Lake Lure. Let's just get this going. This is really not going to need anything else. If you had a cute knob you wanted to put on it, you could, just for looks, but it's not even necessary on this little one. This could be a container for candy, for a little pair of gloves, a scarf. If it was rolled up just right, would probably fit in here. Hi, Connie. Candy. All kinds of stuff. Little trinkets, earrings for teenagers for Christmas. And I plan to cover a picture frame. So this would be cute together on a teenage girl's dresser. Okay. Even though those are cut and there are 3 hanging there, I'm going to just cut those away and make it even right there. And this one will be done. Now, I know I didn't do all this with you guys. But it's so easy to do, and I'll explain what I did. Okay, this little trinket box is done. This could be used for a lot of stuff. It's just a napkin decoupaged on here. I didn't paint it or anything. It's that tan color. Hey, Lisa. So that would make a cute little box for something. Put some kind of little gift in. This I saw in the Dollar Tree. And this is a mold that we made last night. It's one of them. See the mold? It's just, I think it's a lotus flower. I'm not sure. And that would fit on here really cute. And then put it on this. You could use this for candy. You could put it in your bathroom for cotton balls, Q-tips. This is actually the side that it sits on. So you can set this little jar like this or straight up, either one. And it'd be cute on there either way. But that is adorable. And all that would have to be done is just glued on there. I'm going to put some hot glue. I'm not sure it's going to stay. If it pops off later, then I'll add some E6000. With it. So it'll hold it in place. Hey, Mary. Hi, Pat. Hey, you guys. It's not centered. Of course not. It's good enough. See? It's cute. If it were, I would paint this whole thing and then distress that. But that's cute. It's just a cute little container for candy, or you could put it in your kitchen for lots of stuff. Okay, this one we did last night. Do you remember I had to tape it on and wait. This is the mold we made last night. The roses and the camellias or whatever they are. Hi, Mary. So I'm going to put a little bit of paint on this and finish this up. Was there one more? No, I think that's, well, I've got one. I'm going to check the top. And I don't know if I'm going to check it right now or not, but you'll see. I'm going to paint this. And since this is green, I'm going to paint this kind of a peachy pink color maybe. And some green leaves at the top and the bottom since it's green. Hey, Tracy. Let's see. Let me get this blush pink. What else am I seeing here? Some green. Let me grab a couple of colors, y'all. Green. I did change chairs. Now I don't feel like I'm sitting on the floor. Okay. I think let's get one more. It's burgundy. Okay. Can everybody see good? I think you can. I'm just going to put this like this while I paint. Can you guys see that pretty good like that? Hi, Stacy. Let's see. I usually keep something to keep it from rolling. Let me put it. There we go. Sometimes, and I don't know where it is at the moment, but I have a washcloth and I rolled the sides and then I stuck a rubber band around it. So it kind of goes like this, and it's good to hold things like this. So I'm going to try and paint this to where you can see it. Hey, Laurie, how are you? Let me start with this blush pink. This is called Vintage Tea Rose, and it is a folk art matte. It's Vintage Tea Rose. It's kind of a soft. Let me get a little bit of this deep burgundy on there for the centers. And some good brushes here. I hope everybody's had a good day. Have you guys had a good day? For a Monday, you know, I've got to take my dad to the doctor tomorrow and get his new hardware taken out. So he's not going to have fun tomorrow, but it's okay. I'm going to add the dark in the center, all down in the crevices, because the dark is going to stay in there. So it's going to look like some shadows. Can you see? There we go. And then I'll come back with a light. And these are just the resin molds. Let me make sure I'm not painting my leaves here. Of course, it's just paint. I can go right back over it. It's okay. And I'm just getting real close to the candle. And this is that Gorilla Glue holding this thing on. Remember yesterday I had to stick it on there. Hey Ada, how are you? I had to stick it on there with some blue tape. This stuff was sliding everywhere, but it's on there good now. And I'm just getting this dark color down in there just for some depth, and then the light color is going to go over top of it. The color I'm putting on there right now is called French Wine. It's more of a burgundy color, and then the tea rose is going to go over that. And you can put these molds, you know, if you make your molds, you can put them on the top. You can put them on the side. You don't have problems with them sliding around and all that stuff if you put it on the top. It would probably have been the smartest thing, but I wanted it to be on the candle. So, it's just what we did. Have any of you tried molds yet? Okay, I think that's a petal. That's not a leaf right there, I wouldn't think. Okay, let's get that dry. Hey Linda, how are you? I think I'm going to crackle this top and make it kind of pretty, and then put a crystal knob on it. I found a few today. I ordered some more, but I did find a few. Get this dry down in there, and then we can add some color on top, kind of build a little bit. Let's see. Okay, this blush I already have poured out over here. Hey Marianne, this is the tea rose that we put on there a minute ago. I'm just kind of wiping it. Then I'm going to go over this. So this is actually going to be pink. It's just going to have a lot of dark down in there. I'll show you in just a minute, and you can see what I mean. See, it's got all that dark down in there. So it just gives the flower some depth, and you can see all the little details. I'm just getting some of it off my brush. I'm going to go over this one this way. So I'm hitting the high spots is what I'm doing. So even though it's pink, it's going to have some dark. Okay, there's the flowers. I see a little bit right here. What am I seeing? I see it in there, but I don't see it here. What is that right there? Oh, it's just where I have. Let me wipe a little back. Okay. We get that dry, and then we'll do the leaves. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Ken Buckland, how are you? This is the mold we made last night and had to tape it on because it kept sliding off, remember? And I can see a little bit of the glue down there. I'm going to have to get my X-Acto knife and get it off, I guess. It sticks to glass, I'll tell you that. I wasn't sure, but it does. And I think I'll put triple thick on this when I'm all done, and it'll look more like porcelain on there. Okay, let me just get a little bit of green. Let me get dark first. And this will be done. This is pretty quick. Did everybody have to work today, or did somebody do something just totally fun today? Oh, my nose itches. I feel like I have fuzz up my nose. Hey, Emma. Okay, this is, I'm just getting the leaves. We're just jazzing up this Dollar General candle. When we're done, it will not look like a Dollar General candle, I promise. Something like this is really nice to give somebody for their birthday or Christmas because it's one of a kind. It's not going to be like anybody else's. So far, that's what we got so far. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is very pretty. Let me get a little more of this rose covered up. I see white under there. Okay, it's about to get there, y'all. Okay, there it is. Does it look anything like that white mold that was on there just a little bit ago? Absolutely nothing like it. I see some white on the leaves underneath. You just have to keep turning it around when you're painting molds and make sure you got all your little edges. I'm going to add a little light green to it. Okay. Some more dark on this one side. Try to keep the dark on one side, the light on the other. Okay, there's the leaves. Okay, now I think I will crackle this top real quick and add a knob, and that'll be done. Let's see here. I'm going to take this off while that dries. Smells good. Okay, what I use for crackle is white glue, usually, and that's what I'm going to use this time. So I'm going to put some dark. I think since, I don't know. I think I'll just do really dark brown. I've got to have a color underneath that when you crackle something. Let me do this kind of brown. And you've got to have something underneath to start. So when it does crackle, you've got your little cracks need to show. So let me get this on there really quick and get it dry. And then we can add the glue. I know it's awful early to be thinking about Christmas, but you know what? We kind of have to. And I'm not starting to make Christmas stuff yet. I have a lot of ideas in my head, but I just can't do it yet. But when you're starting to think about all the stuff to give people and Christmas parties you go to, and if somebody invites you to dinner, it's nice just to have something with you, you know, some little something. You could take one of these little containers and fill it full of just peppermints for Christmas. Not the candle, of course, not the candle, but the all these other little containers we're making. All I'm doing right now is just getting brown on here and getting it dry so we can put the glue on and crackle it. So, you guys don't leave me now. I want to show you what I'm going to do with this egg beater. This egg beater. I have a plan for this. As soon as I get these little containers finished, I'll show you. You guys ever crackle using white glue? Hey, Linda Jean. Okay, that should be good and dry. Now I'm just going to get some white glue on this. I'm going to kind of get it dry, not much, just kind of get it tacky, and then I'm going to put white, kind of a cream. Maybe I'll do a sage green. No, I'm going to do white. I'm going to do cream. I want it to look more vintage with those roses. Okay, what I need to do is just get this glue on here. And all this is white Elmer's skull glue. That's all it is. But get this kind of tacky, and then I'm going to put cream over that. Hey, Diane. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Laurie. How are you? Can y'all hear me good, or do I need a microphone? I had somebody say yesterday that I don't talk loud, so you might not be hearing me good. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use cashew. Cashew is more of a creamy. And I like to use chalk paint to crackle when I can. It doesn't really matter, I don't guess. But I like this color. Okay, I'm just going to get a big brush. And when you crackle, you try your top glue. See, my glue is going this way. That's the way I'm going to try and get this on. And I want to go over it once. I don't want to go over it 4 or 5 times back and forth. I just did what I said I wasn't going to do, right? Did you see me do that? Don't go back and forth. And what did I do? I went back and forth. Right now, I'm just trying to get these edges creamy. I don't want it brown. Then we'll take the heat tool to it in just a second so you can see it crackle. That's always the fun part. And of course, it's always fun to go ahead and paint your fingers while you're painting too. Hey, Debbie. Do I see Joyce on here? Hey, Joyce. I tell you what, my eyes are so double tonight too. Okay, let me put this down and see what we get. And when it comes to this, you get what you get. As my granddaughter says, you get what you get and don't pitch fit. Because you can't control how it crackles. It can crackle big, it can crackle little. You can't control that. It's crackling. Can you guys see that crackle? If you can't see, you can move the comments out of the way. My desk is a hot mess, y'all. I will love it. It's gonna look really, really old and vintage, which I think goes with that rose. And this cashew is kind of a creamy, golden, beigey color. It's not white, so I wanted it to look older. Okay, look at the crackle. Isn't that pretty? My husband says, why you want everything to look old? Because I do. Okay, then we have this pretty little vintage looking door handle knob. I always think they look just like, I need some hot glue. A doorknob that used to be in my grandmother's bathroom. I used to think when I grew up, I was going to have all those, the doorknobs like this on all my doors. And of course I don't, but I could. Let me just get that down in there and get the excess off if I can do it without disturbing my crackle. I've got it kind of a little much there. It kind of messed up a little bit, but I don't mind that look. Okay. There we go. And this stays pretty good. I've used hot glue to hold these on a lot of things, and they do hold pretty good. Okay, there we go. There is the glass knob on the candle. So I am going to touch that up just a little bit because I really got my fingers in there. Let me see if I can do it without making it look so obvious that I touched it up. Oh, that's good. Good, good, good. Can hardly tell it. Yay. Hey, Mary. All right. There we go. That was a Dollar General candle. Now, this will be able to be used, but not yet. Not right now. Right now, you need to use this. I don't know what that smell is, but it smells good. Okay, y'all. There is the mold that we glued on and had to tape on last night. So there's another gift all done. Let me get some of this paint out of my way. I'm going to check this, but not right now. If I feel like it in a little while and some of you still want to hang out, I'll check it. I'm just going to put the knob in there, move it away out of my sight, and get some room here and work on this sweet little thing I've got over here. Okay, let me move that out of the way. I've got to change gears here just a second, y'all. I went from painting molds to this other, so give me 1 second just to get this mess off this. It goes pretty fast. Now, how about that? Pretty clean, pretty clean, pretty clean. Can you guys see me good? Kitchen Table Creations. You're brand new to my page. I have not heard of you before. Hey, Becky, how are you? Okay, I got this at Goodwill. And I got it home and I thought, well, I love it. It at one time was very expensive because you can tell it's heavy and big and real and all that, except it's kind of bent up in here, right? And I tried my best to fix it. Well, it didn't happen. And I thought, okay, I've got to be able to do something with this. I put it like this for the longest time down in a blue and white pitcher in my kitchen. I didn't like that, so I just put it away for a while. So this is what I decided to come up with. I have this sweet little nest, and I'm going to put this little nest in here. Look at that. I am going to put a nest in there. And I need to find the flattest side. I think it would be that side. So the nest is going to have to go this way. So I'm just going to take the nest out. That's the gist of it. I'm going to put the nest in there. And I'm going to add some stuff to the nest. I've got an old button. I've got a tag that I'm going to hang. I've got some shredded muslin. I've got some keys. I've got some lavender, all kinds of stuff we're going to put in here, and it's going to be attached to a plaque. So let me get some paint on this plaque really fast, and I'm going to use plaster. And it's, let me just get it spread on here and let it be drying really good. It's probably going to take 2 coats, but this is going to be quick. And I'm just going to kind of distress this and leave it creamy on this plaque. I had my husband cut 2 holes a while ago, and I'll show you what I'm going to do to attach this so it'll actually hang on this board, and you could actually put this on the wall in your kitchen. So when you pass by some of this stuff in Goodwill, stop and think about what could it be. Okay, if it's not going to be this, what could it be? It's really crazy what you can come up with. Okay, that first coat went really fast, and I'm going to let that be drying while we work on that what is that? An egg beater? Yes. A whisk. That's a whisk. I was trying to think a while ago, an egg beater, an egg beater. It's not an egg beater. What is that? It's a whisk. It's a huge one. Not sure how it got bent up like that, but I'm sure that's why it was in Goodwill, right? Okay. Let's set this aside over here, out of the way. I have one of my lights off over here. Does it need to be on? Can you guys see okay? If it looks like maybe I need it, it's easy to get up and fix it, but it looks okay to me, but I don't know how it looks to you guys. Okay. This is what I come up with. Even though that's tiny, we're going to add some stuff to that. So, okay, I have a tag. I have a metal tag. Yes, I have this little metal tag that came off of something, and it says sunshine. I just thought it was cute. So I'm going to actually attach it to... Maybe I'm not going to attach it. Maybe I'm going to leave it. Let's just leave it for right now. I have a little bird that I could paint to go in there. We'll see. I'm not sure. But instead of putting little eggs in here, I have these half wooden beads. And I've already painted them and speckled them. So I'm just going to hot glue those down in there. And that is going to look like little bird eggs, I hope. I'm pretty sure it will. Let's try it. Can you guys see me still? If you can't see, somebody yell at me every night. Somebody will say, "You need to follow me closer." It's okay. It's not gonna make me mad. Just get the look. That is gonna look like eggs in there. Of course, we gotta have 3. Oh, I think my glue stick just flipped out of there. It did. Let me get one more down in there. Okay. There. That looks like 3 bird eggs. By George, it does. Okay. I have some eucalyptus, and I thought I might add a few little sprigs of eucalyptus in there somewhere. Let me get it stuck down in there. Becky, all the stuff that you put on there today, all your little baby shower things, so cute. Let's see, I need to add this somewhere on here. I want it to kind of come forward maybe a little bit. I don't know yet. Let's just get it on there. Play with it in a minute. Here's another little piece. Hey, Serena. I have no idea the way I want this yet. I might pull it out, who knows. I just need a little bit of green. And you know, birds gather up stuff and drag stuff and put stuff in their nest, and let's just see if that'll hold. I've got a couple of brownish buttons, some keys. I don't know if this is going to hold. I guess I'm being impatient. I'm trying to hold this down to the bird nest. We'll see. It might not work. I think if we hold it long enough, it will. Let me just get that down without getting my finger down. Okay. Guys, if y'all are loving this or it's interesting at all, give me some hearts on the side over there. Facebook thinks it's a big old party and they start sending people to visit. Hey, Rhonda. Thanks. Thanks a bunch, y'all. This just does not want to stay down. I might have to stick a little piece of wire in there. Hey, Mary Beth. I think when I get it in there, it'll stay a little better. And this is just some, what do I want to say? Like sackcloth. I just shredded some really thin sackcloth. So I have a bunch of these strips. And I'm going to use these kind of like a tassel to tie this on the board. I'm going to wire it on there first, I think. Let's see. Is it dry? It's not dry yet. It's getting there, though. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have one little yellow flower here. I kind of want in there somewhere. Just one little yellow flower. And I have some lavender. I want some lavender in there. And I have a burlap flower with a little pearl. Maybe. We'll see. And I have some keys. And some flowers, little flowers. So let's work this stuff in here. There's one piece of lavender. I know I have another one. Let me find another piece of lavender. Hey, Debbie Church, how are you? You just get this down. If I could just get it in hot glue and get it to stick. Hardly into bridges. Right now I'm just kind of putting some cutesy stuff down in this little bird nest. And we're going to put it down in a whisk that I found at Goodwill that's kind of seen its better days. Let's see. Okay. I might need to dry this a little bit. I kind of like the stripes on there a little bit on the sides. I'm going to let those show through, but I don't want it showing through in the middle at all. Get just a little more paint right in here. I know it sounds horrible, y'all. Sorry. Those bottles. I just want this covered. It had some words on it. It had like, welcome to my farmhouse kitchen or some weird something. And I don't care about all the stripes. I'm just going to get some of the stripes kind of covered. Almost like a faded piece of fabric is what I want it to look like ticking on the sides. See, I'll get a little more here. And a little here. Just kind of like a faded out piece of fabric. Like an old dish towel or something. Okay. Hey, Sheila. It shouldn't take this very long to dry. It's chalk paint. I hope y'all got some ideas of some of this stuff that you can be putting together for little inexpensive gifts, especially stuff to have on hand during the holidays when people invite you over for dinner around Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's just nice to be able to pull something out, you know, and it might have cost you some time and talent, a few supplies, and $5 or $6, but to somebody else it's something really special. Just about dry. Sometimes chalk paint smells terrible. You see, I've painted the middle pretty much, and you can still see some of the stripes on the sides. It almost looks like shiplap, or to me it looks kind of like a faded out dish towel. That's what I want it to look like. Hey, Ann. Is that about, I think that's close enough. We can play with it anyway. Hey, Dolores. How are you? Okay. I'm going to put the bird nest in. Excuse me. Where's the little bird nest? Okay, this is the flat side, I believe. Yes, Back there is the flattest side. So I'm going to tuck this little bird nest in here. It needs to be in the front. I've got it on the back side. My goodness. This is the flat side. Yes, it is. I'm making a mess, but it's okay. We'll fix it in a minute. Okay, I've got that down in the whisk. And the whisk is going to be wired here. And I want that to stand straight there. So let me grab a piece of wire. I had my husband drill some holes. Great, where's my wire? Okay, here's one piece. Here we go. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Oh, close your eyes. I'm using scissors. I don't want to have to get up and get my my wire cutters. It is thin wire though, and those are not good scissors, so I would never use my good scissors on that, even though I know some of you cringed. Okay, I'm just going to double. This is really thin wire. See how thin it is? I'm just going to double it so it'll secure it really good. And I'm just going to go... I'm going to do it so you can see what I'm doing. I want to, let's see. I want to go up through the holes. If I can get it up through the holes. Now this is the way it is in my head. That don't mean it's going to work, but I don't know why it wouldn't. You know, sometimes you have, and I'm going to go back through those two holes. And I have paint all over my fingers. I don't want it all over my shirt. Okay. And this board came from Dollar General too, y'all. It just came from Dollar General. And I'm just securing this in the back. I'll show you in a minute. All I did was put some wire through the hole, go through this, and back through it. And then I just secured it on the back. So when you hang this up in your kitchen, it is not going anywhere. So let's finish this now. I've got this tiny little ribbon. I'm going to hang a few keys on this tiny little ribbon and hang it in there, kind of like a kind of like when you make a tassel. And I'm just going to pick some of the bigger keys out of this sweet little patch of keys. Oh, here's a big key. Let's see what we got. There's some Tim Holtz keys there, I believe. Oh, that one's cute. Look at this. I don't know where I even got that. Look at those teeny little keys. I can put that on one. I can put this one. Isn't that sweet? It looks like almost like a little crown. It's 2 hearts. Put that one on one. These are a little big. I'll save those for something different. I love keys. Love, love, love keys. I like keys and clocks. I don't know why. Put these away for another project. Let me grab a few more. Let's see what I can find in here. This is just a whole pack of keys that I got from Amazon sometime or other. It came, here's some bigger keys. Let's see what we got. I want to hang some from that tiny little ribbon. And I don't want them to be big. I just want some dainty little. Okay, there's a few. Those look good. Oh, here's a pretty one. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? Look in there. Okay, so I'm just going to string some of these keys on this tiny little ribbon because it won't fit on anything else. So I'm just going to tie a knot. And then let's see, I'm going to add these tiny little keys too. Let me see if I can get it in that little hole there. You guys make tassels ever? I love making tassels. I should tie knots because if that comes loose, then my key is going to be lost. Now, I have no idea what I'm thinking here. I just know I want some keys in there. So, I'm going to tie one towards this end. Pull that through. Yeah. Hey, Sandy Boyd. I'm just tying some keys on here for right now, and I'll use these in just a little bit. Okay, and this is another one. I might get a couple more of these. I'll have to get up and go do that in a minute. But let me get a couple more keys on here, and then I have a couple of buttons. I want this to look real vintage. See, I'm just hanging them on the strings. I've got a whole bunch on this one, just a bunch of different keys. That one with the double hearts, let me put it on there too. I liked it. Let me get this one closer to the bottom. I may have to redo some keys. I hope not, because I've got knots all in these things. Okay. Okay, then I have this muslin. This is just tiny, tiny little strips of muslin, y'all. I just shredded it. I get these at Walmart, Dollar General, different places. Okay. I'm going to take this. Let's see. I don't know yet, but I'm going to figure it out here. Y'all going to have to look upside down here a minute while I play with this. I'm going to pull it under it and go up to the top, I think. That's what I need to do. Because it's not secure at the bottom, and it doesn't need to be, because it's just going to hang around. Okay, I'm just getting all this secure on here. Can you guys still see this? Yeah, I'm still in the camera, right? Okay. I'm tying a rail bow. It's got a lot of tails, not tails, loops. So you can just fluff those out however you want to. And the keys are not in there. I'm going to hang the keys a little bit different so they'll hang out. I don't want them to hide. I don't want the keys to hide. That's what we have so far. Okay. It looks kind of vintage to me. Does it to you guys with all this little fringe and the keys hanging in there? I'm going to trim some of this bow. The scissors. And that whisk is secure. It's not going anywhere. So let's see what else we need in that nest. That nest needs to be secured in there. It's not going anywhere. There's no way it can go anywhere. Let's put a little bit of a flower in there. Old Town Designs by Dawn. Hey, welcome. I don't think I've seen you on my page before. Okay. I put just that little sprig of white in there. You know, birds drag everything to their nest. And so I'm just trying to add some different little elements that a bird might carry in there. Here's another tiny little flower. It's got a little, kind of a little seed on it. I'm trying to think, did I have anything else out? Oh, a button. I was going to add a couple of little buttons. Let me see if I can add a button to this. These buttons are pretty. Look at that. It's a wooden button. And I'm just going to try and thread this through. Uh-oh. It's unraveling. I don't know if that's going to go through there or not. Let's see. Let me get a little bit of glue in my finger. Hey, Hope. I just put a tiny little bit of glue just to see if I can get this to stay together to go through this button. Because I don't want to lose any more of my ribbon. Oh, I'm just shredding it again. I can get up and go get another piece of ribbon over there if I need to. But okay, let's try and get it through there. Let's start with that side. Yes, it went through. Yay. Kind of shredded, but that's okay. That's kind of the vintage look at, you know. I don't care that it's a little bit shredded. Let's see what we can do with that button. I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back of that and let that button just hang that way, I think. Yeah, I like it just hanging that way. Let me put some hot glue back there and secure that. Whoa, that was a lot of hot glue. I'm glad my finger's not in there. Y'all, that was enough hot glue for 10 buttons. That's okay. It'll cool off. It's real frayed. It'll probably be a happy accident. See, there's a button just hanging there. Just a little vintage button. It's a wooden button. I want to see if I can get one up here somewhere. Can y'all think of anything that this thing needs? Think of anything that it needs that I have not thought of? Let's see if I can get another button on a string up here. Nope. Nope. I can get one here with this key though. Hey, Kelly. Putting glue on the end of the ribbon helps. Guys, if y'all are new to my page, we do all kinds of stuff. I'd love for you to join my page if you'd like to. And you're not following me, you can go up to the top, hit my nose or my glasses, and you'll see the word follow. Okay, this won't go on there. I might need it somewhere else, but for right now, I'm not gonna. Okay, that's what we have so far. I'm gonna put some distressed wax, not distressed wax. Yeah, well, archival ink. Ink is what I'm trying to say. Ink, y'all. Ink. Let me get a vintage photo. I want to go around these edges and make this look more vintage. And this is just Tim Holtz. It's by Ranger. It's archival ink. This is a permanent ink. If you use the distress ink, it'll come off eventually. I just want this to look a lot older. And I'm not doing anything special. I'm just using my ink pad around the edges. Going up a little more on the corners. And this would be adorable in anybody who has like a vintage kitchen with a lot of kitchen tools or any of that kind of stuff. And I'm not sure what kind of hanger. I hadn't thought that through yet. What kind of hanger it might need to hang it in the kitchen. Probably just a hanger on the back, not take away from the... I'm going to use one of these and I'm going to distress this edge. If I use my ink pad on that, I will probably end up getting it on the board too. So I'm just going to go on these edges. I'm just getting some on the edges. And that way that shows up just a little more. It looks like it's worn, like it's been around a really long time. Isn't that crazy? We make new things and make them look like they're 100 years old. That fascinates my husband. He says, why do you want everything to look old? Like, well, I don't want it to look new. I'm just going around the edges till it's starting to look like I want it to. Can you guys think of anything this needs? Does it need? What does it need? What do you think? The bow might be like hiding this. Of course, when you hang it up, you can place that bow. You can cut the tails. You can do anything to it you want to. You can still see the bird nest in there, and you can tell it's a whisk. I just think it'd be pretty in somebody's kitchen, that's all. Okay, let's see. I want to secure this nest a little bit in here, but I want to do it from the back. I don't want it to show in the front. That's going to be hard to do. Just a tiny little bit of hot glue on there. Okay, there's some vintage buttons, some vintage ribbon. It's not really vintage. It looks like it's some keys hanging in there. So, okay, that's kind of it. I just thought that this whisk needed something. So, I'm going to trim a little bit of these bows. I think they just kind of, they're hiding stuff. Let's shorten them just a little bit and see how that goes. And even the, you know, if you rip a piece of linen like this, a piece of muslin, the thinner the better. The thinner the better. Okay, that looks like it did in my head, so there you go. That is whisk with a bird nest and some lavender and some keys and some just vintage stuff. All right, y'all. Okay, the other things we worked on was this gift box and this bee tonight. So I'm going to put another coat of blue on this because it's not dark, and paint the bottom too. So there's a gift box. And this is tiny. This is a gift box. These could be blessing boxes. Oh, I was going to put this. Okay, I have a splinter in my finger. Feels like a needle. What the world? I don't know. I was going to put this little flower in there somewhere, possibly, but I think it's wrong. It's too bright. So, I'm not. I'm happy with it like it is. This candle we did last night, so it's ready to be a gift for somebody. It's just a candle with molds on a lid, painted the same as the candle. And this candle, we did these molds last night, glued them on so they would sit overnight, and then painted them and crackled the top with a knob. So, ready for a gift. So these are very inexpensive. Oh, and this little thing. This is from the Dollar Tree, and it's just a mold. Haven't painted it or done anything to it yet. Just glued it on. But that's some things that you can get at the Dollar Tree, y'all. That little jars from the Dollar Tree. These came in a set from Hobby Lobby. I think 3 or 4 to a set. And it's just endless what you can do to them. You can put decoupage paper, napkins, scrapbook paper, paint it, stencil it. I have something in my finger. It feels like flat. I mean, it feels like a needle. I'll get my husband to get it out. Hey, Norma. How are you? I guess you came back to see the mold on the jar. Did you? Did you just see that? It turned out pretty cute. And this one, I painted black, and I'm going to check it. But I think I'm going to do it later on tonight off camera. So, all right, you guys, that is it for tonight. I have lots of gifts together. So that hopefully that inspired you to walk around and look at Dollar Tree and Dollar General and find some things that you can put together and have some gifts on hand for if you're invited somewhere over the holidays. And I know it's crazy. You think, holidays, oh my gosh, it's summer. But they'll be here before you know it. So, sorry, we got to get ready. It's coming. All right, you guys. Thanks for hopping on and hanging out with me while I finish some of these things. I'm going to be in an event Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's my time. And the theme is going to be candy, something about candy. So I have a few things I'm going to do for that event on Saturday. Oh, I didn't hang this sweet little tag from that, but I will. So anyway, you guys, I'll probably see you before Saturday, but if not, try to hop on Saturday and see all the different creators in this group. This group is by Shayna, and my segment is 3 o'clock on Saturday. So we'll see you then. And if you're watching me right now, chances are this live button is no longer there. The red live button, you're watching the replay. And that is great. Just type in #replay. And if you have any questions about anything I did here tonight, just let me know and I'll try to answer your questions. Okay, you guys, sleep well. Do something fun tomorrow. Do something fun for yourself and do something for someone else. And I will talk to you soon. See you later. Good night.